2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, it's Cook again. Cook with a first down and much more. And all the way up to the 45-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be
trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Lavonte David. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, it was third down defensively. They were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they didn't run better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got it.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me,
and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best play is just up from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats, look at this, 22.3 miles an hour was his top speed.
Crosby connects on the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup there. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The big Vita Vea pushing his way through to wind up with a sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And he'll bring this one inside the 35.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Brady now to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Saints 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. That swung out wide to Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They go play action. Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Mayfield. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
He's going to look deep for more. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Saints are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback trying to throw the football. Rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers, to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
And they're swooping. Following the interception, Mayfield. And going deep for Hill. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Eagles 21, Saints 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let him know. Hey, alert! 51's the mic. I got wide. 51's the mic, boys. 51.
Throwing, Mayfield. Going up top. It got his man complete. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. A big-time play there for New Orleans.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 14.
Let's go, let's go. Run, run, run. So next number one.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup?
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And an Eagle first down.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. On the carry, it's Cook. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Now Cook running right. A strong running.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Demario Davis there on the stop.
2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brady. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And some room to work. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Boy, Dalvin Cook just so explosive in the open field. He's not a small guy either, but once he gets those legs churning, look out.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw here complete to Kelsey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Hurry! One's the mic. Watch one. All day, every day, any day. Watch the edge. Regular.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. And, Charles, this defense, I have to imagine, kind of licking its chops when you get a chance to face a team that's lost 3 straight.
And my surprise was listening to their head coach in his weekly presser, because normally you and I see guys that get up there and say, everybody's a threat, any given Sunday, that sort of thing. But he was asked if this might be a trap game, and he essentially said he didn't see anything to worry about. Now, normally you say that to your team, but you don't tell us. You definitely don't say it to the media.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
So Mike's number one. I'm going to come back to you. Here we go. Hey, alert! One's the mic. Watch one.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back. In pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Hurry! We got 3. Check number 6. So Mike's number one.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. Touchdown, Saints! Donald Parham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Saints 14.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD. Extra point try now for Crosby. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Saints 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount.
Here's Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Alert flare, flare. Point it right. Run. 51, Mike 51. It's our time.
To throw, Mayfield. And he's got his target, Harris. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
1st down, Mayfield. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. He was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. He's at the 30.
You know what?
10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Now Crosby for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Eagles 42, Saints 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
113 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
They'll run with Cook. Pushing, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dalvin Cook, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time, one play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Second and 10. To throw again. McKenzie, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Don't get nervous. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Mike 51. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Play that check. Breathe, defense. Back in 60. 51's the mic. He don't know no better. 51's the mic, boy. 51. Hey, tight.
On third down, McKenzie. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big-time play there for New Orleans. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Watch a slant.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
And the Eagles are going to have it here just past the 25.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
They're running it. Hey, watch that. Hold 50. Mike 54. Let's go. No, 50.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook.
Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Who wants some?
And oh, at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tyler Higbee, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Eagles get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Eagles 56, Saints 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they didn't.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. Touchdown. Deontay Johnson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
Eagles 63, Saints 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Big stop. Hey, switch it. Switch it. Warrior 70. Mike Wall.
Looking to throw. McKenzie. Looking left side, and it's complete. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. McKenzie looking downfield for Kelsey. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Saints. Travis Kelsey, 78 yards. And the Saints are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Here's Koo to kick it off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. Brady now on 1st down. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Brady now on 1st down. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Meanwhile, Brady's throw complete there to Johnson. Touchdown, Eagles. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Eagles add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
70, Saints 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. On 1st down, McKenzie. That ball caught by Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
First down.
Operating from the gun, McKenzie. He sets to fire deep. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Back to throw. McKenzie. Flushed out right. Hit as he throws, and the ball is out. It's a live football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On 1st down, Brady. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Here we go. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field. Cut my team. Check smash. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid.
Here's Huntley. That's complete to Marlon Mack. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning.
Eagle first down.
Let's go. Ready? Viking 18. Strong right. Mustang 19. Everyone's got 4 down.
Huntley to throw.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Chris Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Under pressure, they got him again.
Eric Armstead in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
To throw, Huntley. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to throw.
Huntley. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw.
Huntley
being chased out left. Going for it all. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the right hash, this from 53. The kick by Crosby is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
On 1st down, Hill. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, tight down. There you go. Mike, what? 19. Here we go. So Mike's number one. Watch the screen. Pass. Here we go.
Play fake. Hill. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Now Hill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And all the way to the opposite 49-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Strip that ball. Mike one. Mike one. Check, 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 check. 70 ranges, 70 ranges. Nice number one. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Don't be scared of it. Check.
Here's Hill. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch one. Hey, they scared. Mike one. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Buffalo 18. Biggs. Danny. Wait, check that. Street.
From the gun, here's Hill. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Philadelphia, they're setting themselves up as a major contenders. They move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, their season is on life support somewhat now at